main causes for rejection. Well, the scope is not the correct one, not very often. The result is a bad one. Well, this is up to you. It's your problem to decide whether your result is good enough. Fraudulent research, I'm excluding this, of course. If you suppose your research is honest, but it is not high quality, so you should be trying to avoid spending time in writing a paper on something which hasn't a very good foundation. Poor structure, poorly written paper, very common. Incremental paper, also quite common. The problem is not significant, or the advantage it presents is not good enough. This is again something qualitative, and it is more or less summarizing this point. The quality is not good enough for a journal. What does it mean? If you want to publish a paper on nature, you have to present a sort of Nobel Prize result. I'm joking, of course. But if you make a design of a microwave filter, then you make a microscope implementation, then you measure it, then you try to publish the result. If there is nothing new, this is what we have our students do in the lab. So it is correct, the measurements are okay, the design is okay, but the quality of the paper is poor, so it is not really very interesting. The paper does not make a strong enough case. What does it mean exactly? It means that you're proposing something strange, or something new, or something, let's say, not in agreement with the previous literature. Typically, if you go in this case, most of the reviewers say, okay, but this is not possible, I will be rejecting it because that's crazy. I myself had some few papers of this kind in which I presented results that were not really the same you would find in the literature. Well, you should be trying to convince the reviewers to explain better and better. And in my opinion, the best thing to do is to pick up your paper, find some colleague you trust, who's working in your field but not exactly in your field, and make him or her read the paper to see if he gets the message. It is like, using the colleagues as a guinea pig, but it is, in my opinion, very important to have the correct wording to be sure that the readers are convinced and so on. The last point, correct but of no practical impact. We have now I'm talking about fields like electronic devices, but also electromagnetics. You have now available a lot of simulation tools. You can invent a new electronic device, which the technology is not able to do it now, nor in the future. You can make a paper on it. The paper is correct, but the reviewer said, this is crazy, this is technologically feasible, this will be never working in practice. So it is a good exercise, it could be a good exercise for a student, but finally, the practical impact is close to zero. So typically those are rejected because they are not significant, even if they are good.